In the days of yore, the sight of beautiful castles was all over the kingdom. In those days, a lord need not spend all of his treasure to build the palace of his dreams. And that's because LEGO released a lot of small sets in the castle theme, sets that today I call
Fabulous
small builds. I'm Tom Bray since 1954, and it's true. In the days of vintage castle, LEGO put out a lot of small sets that were castle themed. They usually included a couple of minifigs, a horse, a wagon, some sort of small scene, maybe. Not a lot of pieces, maybe 100, 150 pieces, maybe a little bit under. But they were affordable. That's the point. And they went along with the larger sets. Now, today, that's not what we're getting. We're getting some really gorgeous large castles, the Lion Knight's Castle, the 3-in-1 Castle, both tremendously beautiful castles. I love the 3-in-1 set so much that I bought an extra one. I mean, at $100, it's retiring this year, and I knew I wanted another one, so I grabbed one. But we're not getting any of those small castle builds like we used to in the vintage days. Now, if you're a senior fan of LEGO like me, since 1954, and you're not going to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on a vintage set, you may still want to add to your castle world, and if you're not going to build it yourself, you're going to want to buy some of these vintage side sets. And the good news is they're affordable. I bought 4 of those small builds in the $20 to $30 range this week, and that's what I want to share with you today. I want to show you what I bought, what I paid for them, and why I'm encouraging you, if you're a castle fantasy lover like me, to go look for these vintage sets. You may not be aware of them. I certainly wasn't aware that they existed, of course, because I'm the last guy to know anything. And when I found them in my bricks and minifig store, I just went bananas because this was exactly what I was looking for. More castle. Please, more castle. So I enjoy the Dungeons and Dragons minifigs that have just come out because I can integrate them into my fantasy castle world. But LEGO, please give us some more small builds like this first one I'd like to show you, which is set number 6012, released in 1986, called the Siege Cart. And this is just a fabulously cute little set. It's a siege engine wagon with some weapons on it. It comes with 2 minifigs, one with an arrow, bow and arrow, and quiver, and they're both Lions Knights, I believe, and they have the cute little helmets, 2 different versions of helmet on these figures. And I think I paid $25 for this set. So, I mean, to me, that's a winner. I paid $25 for the set, and it came with the instructions. So I don't look for sets in the box because they cost too much money in a box if they're vintage. They're hundreds of dollars frequently, and I'm going to open the box anyway, and then there goes the premium for the box sealed. And even a box that's been opened, if it comes with a set, can carry a premium, and I don't really care about the box. What I care about is I really like the directions because that's the art of the box in many cases. And I love having that. That's just a nice thing to have. But it's not absolutely necessary if I really love the set and if the price is right. So that's the first. The second is called the Knight's Arsenal set, 6016 from 1987. This is a really sweet set as well. It comes with a white horse pulling a cart that is an armory. It's got weapons on it, axes and things like that. And you can add your own medieval weapons to it, swords and whatever. It's got a very clever build to it in that it looks like it has like an arched cover to the back that is reminiscent of like a cast iron kind of build. It's got a knight who's driving the wagon. And, the horse comes with that extra brick so that when you take the harness off, you can put the brick in it so there's not a big hole in the horse. I think I paid $20 for this set at my local Bricks and Minifigs. which I try to check, by the way, at least a few times a week, because they always have new things and you never know what's going to come through the door, and you're going to want to buy it when you see it. Here's the third set, which is set number 6035 from 1987. It's the Castle Guard set, and this is one of my favorite sets. It has this cute little guardhouse with a red roof, a black knight in armor, as well as the guardsman knight. It had all the pieces. I paid $30 for this set. I considered it a bargain. It came again with the directions. So here I have some art. And a lot of play value, like I said, in these small builds. The fact that it has a horse, the fact that it has 2 minifigs, is just, to me, it's just a spectacular value. Now, the last of the 4 sets is probably my favorite. It's the Wolfpack Ghostly Hideout set from number 1596 from 1993. It's the most recent of the sets, even though it's from the 90s. And I love it because of the fantasy element, because of the ghost. And also because, obviously, for the Wolfpack character. And, of course, again, I'm the last guy to know any of this, but the Wolfpack were a faction that's highly desirable and collectible. They were a faction of the castle realm. And they were kind of a renegade faction, and they would get into mischief with the castles and the other knights. And I don't have any of those figures, so this was a real find to me. This one I got off of Facebook Marketplace, which is a tip I got from my fellow Lego lovers right here on YouTube. Somebody left that in the comment as, hey, check Facebook Marketplace. You're going to find something, at Craigslist too. And, that was a duh moment, because why aren't I doing that? And sure enough, that's exactly where I found this. Now, it didn't come with the directions, so I wish it had, because I want to have that art with it. But it was $35. I didn't have a Wolfpack figure. I love the play feature of this set, which is that you can make that little glow-in-the-dark ghosty appear and disappear by sliding a lever in the back. Here you can see it. And it's just a really clever feature to this build. And once I started playing with it, I knew I was going to buy it, whether it had the directions to it or not. So that's the 4th of the 4 sets that I found this week. And I'm hoping that you can give me some ideas in the comments for other of these fabulous small builds that I can look for in the castle theme that I didn't mention here, that you might have and would recommend for me for my fantasy castle world. So I'm really interested to hear what you have to say about this. I'm always interested in your comments, and I thank you so much for giving me your support. This has been a blast of a journey. So again, if you're a senior fan of Lego and you're a little bit frustrated that all we're getting is big castle sets, and you would like to add to your castle world, you got 2 choices. You're either going to buy vintage, or you're going to create your own creation. I'm not there on the create my own yet, although I have a project in the works that I'll be telling you about soon. But unless you're going to mock or mod your own piece of castle lore, you're going to want to get some vintage stuff. And to me, as a senior fan of Lego, the stuff that's affordable to me, that's in my price range, are these used vintage small builds that are castle themed. And I'm delighted to start with these 4, and I'm looking to get some more. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Tom Bray since 1954, saying I'll see you next time. Build, baby, build. Enjoy your Lego. Bye.